Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's KG Presents back at with another video, and today I'm here with some fantasy football players that I think you should add off the waiver wire this season. Fantasy football is literally right around the corner. At the moment I'm recording this, we got a game tomorrow. Real excited for this upcoming season here, and I think it's going to be a good one. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into the video and these must-have players. First up, we have Deon Jackson of the Indianapolis Colts. Shortly after the final roster cuts, the Colts placed Jonathan Taylor on the physically unable to perform list. As a result, he'll miss at least the first 4 games of regular season, and that means that Deon Jackson is slated to start against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Though dynamic rookie quarterback Anthony Richardson has the ability to contribute to the run game himself, Jackson has a clear pathway to a big workload, especially here in the first few weeks of the season. The 24-year-old filled in well for Taylor last season in games that the 2021 Pro Bowler missed, and Jackson recorded 47 carries for 172 yards and a touchdown, along with 25 receptions for 205 yards in those games. Familiar with a role in the starting lineup, Jackson can break out in Week 1 and show to be a great addition to your fantasy football roster. Next up, we have Devon Achane of the Miami Dolphins. He's a very exciting young running back this season, and I think he can do extremely well for him. The 21-year-old is questionable to play a Miami season opener, but if he is able to play, which I believe he should be able to, he'll get a double-digit number of touches, which gives him a chance to flirt with 100 scrimmage yards. If he scores a touchdown, good luck finding him on the waiver next week. That means if you truly want to have a chance at hopping on the Achane train this season, you're going to have to scoop him up right now, or else you're not going to end up with him at all. Furthermore, the Dolphins will play the Los Angeles Chargers next week, who have struggled to stop the run under head coach Brandon Staley. Achane has a great chance to prove himself here in Week 1, and look for him to take off and be an exceptional running back this season. Next up, we have tight end Sam LaPorta. Typically, rookie tight ends need a few weeks to gain steam on the pro level, but Sam LaPorta could come in hot in the Detroit Lions offense this season. He has been with the first-team offense since the start of the training camp, and he has shown the ability to make catches in traffic, provide yards after the catch, and find ways to get open. He finished the 22 season with the 6th most pass attempts in yards. If he continues on that trajectory, Detroit's offense can support 2 high-end fantasy pass catchers. I think LaPorta is going to be exceptional this season for the Detroit Lions. He's a clear breakout candidate, so I want to make sure that you guys are able to snag him while you have the opportunity to do so. Next up, we have Tank Bigsby of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Throughout training camp, the reports on Bigsby have been glowing so far. He's been excellent in practice, and that has carried over to the preseason games. In the first 2 preseason games, he had 22 carries for 122 yards, which is a great start off to his season. That production led to more snaps with the starters in their final tune-up before the regular season, and due to these performances here in the preseason, expect him to get plenty of snaps once the actual season starts. Injuries play a factor here, and basically we'll be looking at a monster role on one of the better offenses in the league if injuries do go his way. The contingent value is worthwhile to have on your bench. Not only that, but you should see 8 to 10 touches per game regardless, which should give him some level of standalone value. Look for him to be pretty solid this season. Last but not least, we have Kyler Murray. If your league has an IR, Murray needs to be there as soon as possible. He's got top 5 upside and is one of the few quarterbacks who can compete with Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, and Lamar's of the world. As you see in the statistic here, Kyler Murray is actually 4th all-time for fantasy points per game, which is actually pretty incredible. We all know the reason why Murray isn't being drafted right now. He's questionable to even play for Week 1, and the odds of him doing that are not. However, I expect a return to be around Week 5, and if you're able to do that, that's going to be some great upside for the rest of the season for you. So if you're able to keep him in your IR, that'd be great for your team. If you all enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and subscribe for future content. Hopefully the fantasy football players that I have listed here in this video and other videos as well are able to help lead you towards winning a fantasy football championship this season.